fans tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Young Kweku has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday night primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Frank. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you was on or, I didn't know what you were doing. My bad, bro. Respect.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Etienne again. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
They kick the running back in motion. Third down, it's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. That's the first down, and he's still going. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Corey Gallis connects. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, rattle.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 15-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. No gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got first down here from the 36. Trying it right side with ETN. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
It's everything he has under this one. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, here's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Now again to ETN running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Penix working from the gun. That one connects. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears hold a slim 2-point lead early. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Return starts at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second
19
and 5.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
This is Gibbs on second down. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Bravo 80. Roll.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Bears. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
Okay, ready?
Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at first down here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Walker running to the right. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Check smash, check smash. Street, street.
This is Walker on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, set. Mustang 19, Cowboy 19, right here. 60,
McCarthy throwing on third down. Got his man. Thomas has it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 14, Bears 10.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. That lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46. And bring the tight end left. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside runs, that you see creative play action come off with later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air with Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Makes it, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a second quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Texans 14.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, 8, just go.
Drive begins with Gibbs. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense to the line fast.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
18. Here we go, set. Cowboy 8.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. Free inside the 30. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point by Coon is up and good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
21. Bears 17. Youngway
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's ETN. And this is brought to a stop at the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. They go right back to ETN. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Short pass caught by his tight end. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker, Brock. Clay gets it up to the 43.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run here, ETN. That goes as a 4-yard kickoff, and it gets him a 1st down.
You love a huddle, okay? You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, but he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Back to the ground on 1st with ETN. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. He's got a man left. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll try it left with ETN. Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Penix looking to pass. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Tight. 19, tight. 19, Rocco 80.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it at the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Bears 24. Young Ray Koo set to kick off.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Penix now on 1st down. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Penix. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. George Pickens, the intended target. So now they have 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A dose of the hurry up here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down.
Third down run by Gibbs. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. Working quickly here.
9-yard gain. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Alert! Alert!
Going to the ground again on first.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 16-yard line.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Another one for Gibbs. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Ready? 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Take over!
Walker will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Lightning 18! Cowboy 8! Bronco switch! Bronco switch! You got that right there. Ready?
They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. ETN again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing Penix. Completes this one to Rice. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the 42. Trying it right side with ETN. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Back now, pressure coming. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Penix now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Now we get to ETN running right. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly...
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And he's into the end zone. They're really pulling out whatever they can to try to make this game closer. That cuts the lead down by an extra 2.
Chris Borregale is set to kick off.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has it at the 11. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His third total score in this game. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 42. Bears 32.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10.
Let's go.
Now give. It's ETN headed left. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Excellent pick up to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for us.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure during the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. And The QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. So that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
Here's ETN on first down. It's inside the 10. And he'll score a touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. One after is good by Borregales. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense up to the line fast. McCarthy operating from the pistol. That's incomplete left side.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Looking to throw. And this one winds up incomplete. He took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On the run, it's ETN. He'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They go right back to ETN. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who could, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This is ETN. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup ahead of 2nd down.
Get some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down passing.
And he gets it on a sneak. Touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Borregales tacks on the extra point. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
1st and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Cuts it to the right sideline. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Cool with the extra point. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
The score, Texans 49, Bears 46.
Cool, all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. Called in left side. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Penix here from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. It's on target some more. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him to 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll try it left with ETN. Quick thinking there to head back towards the middle. He salvages a few for him ahead of this 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Money with James. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bears trail by a field goal. They'll come to the line here in 2nd and 9. Here's Penix to throw. Cut out left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set now. 1st and 10. Now run. James. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if you looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
A 29-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Head to 60, head to 60. Check the guard. Let's go.
Coming right is Gibbs. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. One final seconds on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. An entire game coming down to the leg of Younghoe Koo. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
A 60-yard attempt.
Frank. Oh, yeah, we overtime. Overtime. Yes, sir.
They need it, but it's no good as it sails too far right. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires.
Youngwei Koo is set to kick off.
And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's James running right.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long.
What the fuck was that?
Great, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
to Gibbs now on second. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. It's a race down the right side. He could do it. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. It all came down to the situation they hoped for. Brought ball in their QB's hands with a chance to win it. He came through.